And yeah, thank you. When I first came into Los Angeles, I was blessed into one of the best communities in Los Angeles, and it's actually a Russian-speaking community. It's a people from all over the world who are united by Russian language, and there are people from Russia, Ukraine, Kazakhstan, and like Armenia, and a whole bunch of people, and they're very good, very helpful, the best people. And something very bad happened 4 years ago when Russia attacked Ukraine, and it was like a devastating experience for everybody because it basically touched everyone and it ruined a lot of lives. The friendship was broken. I see that my like Ukrainian and Russian friends stopped hanging out with each other, and families were broken. And to all my Ukrainian and Russian friends, I always wanted to say, like, in these worst times, just look at Americans. Like, take example from Americans. Like, they just bombed Iran. They just started World War III, and they don't give a fuck. Happened the day it happened. I have a friend at my work, and he came up to me and he's like, "Can you believe this shit?" I was like, "Yeah, word." He's like, "Can you believe the McDonald's CEO eats the hamburger in a weird way?" I was like, "The fuck is this? Why you outraged?" Of course, he eats the hamburger in the weird way. McDonald's CEO is not an actual human being. It's not an actual person. He's a CEO of McDonald's. You are a broke boy and you are spending $20 a month for ashwagandha because you think your pee is going to be bigger, or something. But he is a McDonald's CEO. He spends like $2 million a year to hire all the scientists that are diverted from inventing the anti-cancer vaccine, so that they are make sure that nothing toxic or something bad goes into his body. And of course, he doesn't eat this thing. And to more to it is the thing that he's eating, the McDonald's hamburger, is not an actual food. It's not an actual like a consumable thing, because it's a true story. They put the hamburger into the vault for several years, and then they discovered it, and it turned out it didn't decay, it didn't rot. It was just standing there. It did dehydrate a little bit, but it was pretty fine. Like, the mold didn't touch it, like it didn't rot, it didn't decay. You know what it means? It means fucking bacteria doesn't eat this shit. And bacteria is like a single cell organism. It has like zero brain cells. It's like it's the dumbest thing on the planet. But it's smart enough not to eat the McDonald's burger. So you can see how it's a little bit. Also, if you will think about it, it's a thing that pretends to be an actual food consumed by a like entity, pretends to be an actual human being, and that's why it's so outrageous. I get distracted from the rent. That's because, like, before I came to Los Angeles, I never knew what the rent is. I never was you know acquainted with the concept. Yeah, I also like listened to Pet Shop Boys. There was like a band in '80s, and they were like very good song. I always liked it. It was like, "I love you, you pay my rent, I'm your puppet, I love it." I don't know if you heard the song. Serge is probably like 2 times older than you are, so. But I never could understand what was this song about. And but as soon as I came to Los Angeles and I paid my first rent, I immediately find out what the fuck was this song about. It's actually like two dudes who are gay, and one of them is paying for the other person's rent. And I was like, yes, I understand this. I would definitely suck someone's dick, not to pay this $3,000 fucking thing. And it actually got more expensive. They increased my rent 4%. I have no idea why they did it. It's not like it gets better 4%. It's not like it actually like get bigger, or like, it's not like it expanded 4% into the hallway, like secretly at night, like some certain country in the Middle East. But and I think that the most weird experience I had in my life was when our building was bought by some 21-year-old like Zoomer twerp, you know, and he was walking around the building, like getting acquainted with the building, and I was walking, and he was like, "How do you like your building? I bought it just now. Now it all belongs to me." And the implication is like I was also bought with the building, you know, and like I watched Django Unchained, you know, it's my favorite movie, and but I could never relate to anything because I don't know. I'm from Kazakhstan. We have very different history, very violent, but very different. But at that point, I was like, damn, I can punch assassinate this bitch. I just like if I will punch him, he will literally die because he's like this short. And but instead, I was like, they treat me well. The elevators work. You know, the pool is clean. And I don't understand why am I called a tenant? You know, because I have to be called like a slave worm, you know, or some like servant dirt. Yeah, because you know they did kept their name. They are a landlord for some reason. I have no idea why people are not like more outraged about it because they are called landlord. You know, it's like you come to him. It's like, Sir Moscovitz, I bring you the rent. So yeah, this was my bit. Thank you very much for attention.
Yeah. I know, I'm so sorry. I thought your eye was an owl.
It's all right. This one didn't understand me.